Right guys, just a quick one today showing you how to do the rear lower front control arm on your Jaguar X-Type, and that's this one on the front side, not the big one that looks like a frying pan. So you're going to lubricate the bolt on the hub side with some WD-40 or RP90 penetrating fluid, and then you're just going to leave that for a bit, and then you'll go onto the back side afterwards. Again, you can do this the night before just to make sure it's had a good sort of 24 hours to penetrate. But if you've got a blowtorch handy like I did, then you shouldn't have any major issues because, as they say, if it's a liquid, it can't get stuck. The nut on the subframe side and the hub side are both welded in place, so you won't need to put a spanner on these. It'll just be a case of lubricating it and then getting the bolt out with a breaker bar, and then either an impact if you've got a small one, or a ratcheting, wrench. On this side here, because it's so close to the rear trailing arm, you're not going to get an impact in there unless it's a super small one, or you've got an angled, flexi head. Again, just work this out, go back and forward, take your time, keep getting some penetrating fluid in there just so that you don't snap the bolt. And if you're reusing the hardware like I was in this case, just because it was damaged, then having all that extra fluid in there is going to help break the rust off the threads. As you can see, that one is not in good condition, and you can really hear that through the back end of this car. So just spray some more WD-40 on there and then use a little wire brush. This one has seen better days, but does the job. And just get them threads looking clean. Again, this old one's got a lot of play, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the original 16, 17-year-old one. And that's obviously a lot stiffer and the rubber's in a lot better condition on this. Give your mating surface a little wire brush, and then some red rubber grease. Anyone who knows about red rubber grease knows it's pretty much good to use on anything. It's going to help the new arm sliding smooth, and then if you need to get it out in the future, that little bit of grease should sort of help any rust. And again, you can just put some on on your arm as well if you want to. It just helps it slide in nice and easy. I'd recommend putting in the subframe side first. So just slide that in, put the bolt in semi-loose, just a few threads in, and then put the jack with a little rubber pad under the rear trailing arm, and then put the bolts both in loose, and then just tighten them both up to spec, and that's it, nice and simple.